The only thing that stops a bad gunman is a good gunman with a gun, by Wayne Lee Pierre. Gun control in school these days is a very debatable subject across the country. I can see the pros and cons on each side of the topic, but there is only one conclusive winner in my opinion. Teachers and staff members should be able to carry guns in school to protect themselves and the students. With the proper training, background checks, and permits, we can have the teachers carry guns in school. We gotta fight fire with fire if we want to keep our future generations safe at school. It's our responsibility to change our gun-free zones to massacre-free zones to keep our future kids and grandchildren safe. We've made it easy for madmen to come in our schools and kill our kids. We broadcast all over the schools gun-free zones, which makes it very vulnerable to the schools for the coward men and women to come into the schools. Most of all the shootings across the country have ended in the gunman committing suicide or surrendering by coming into a force such as another gun. For example, CNN reported in 1997 a high school student went on a rampage. He stabbed and killed his mother, drove to the local high school, shot and killed 2 students, drove to the junior high school, and was confronted by the assistant principal, which had a gun in his car. The high school gunman surrendered, thanks to the assistant principal. Another example reported by CNN in 2007, a gunman entered a church and shot and killed 2 girls. The gunman was confronted by a woman with a gun. The woman shot the gunman, wounded him, and then the gunman turned the gun on himself and committed suicide. Both cases involved a bad gunman and a good gunman. Although people still got injured and killed, it was the act of the good gunman that prevented more loss of life. Across our country, 7 states has laws in effect today that allow teachers to carry guns in school. I think it should be across all 50 states. If teachers are willing to carry, I think we should allow them to. Not all teachers would have to carry guns in schools, but the more the better. That way, if something does occur, it'll be stopped or eliminated immediately. In an interview with a teacher from Utah, the New York Daily newspaper reports, she says that she thinks that every teacher should be able to carry a gun in school. And she elaborates that the teachers are the first line of defense for the students. Some people may ask, how can a teacher carry a gun in school without it being visible to the naked eye? Well, if you haven't noticed, I am currently carrying 2 pistols on my person today. The first example is a leg holster holding a Sig Sauer .380 caliber pistol. As you can see, it is very hidden and is very easy to access while taking cover or under fire. My second example is inside the pants lower back holster holding a Ruger LCP 9mm. Both of which could be used to defend yourself or your students against any threat or gunman. To sum it all up, our nation has a chain of massacres all across our country the last few years. And we need to do something about it. The one thing that we can do to stop and prevent massacres from happening is to put guns in our teachers' hands, give them the proper training and defense training that they need, and proper permits, and our schools across the country will be safer than ever. Thank you.